On August 7th, the voters of Georgetown Township have the opportunity to make a positive difference in the future of their community. For the past 2 years, Brett Strick has collaborated with residents, small business owners, and potential investors to create a vibrant vision for the future of Georgetown Township. Brett is a lifelong resident, a graduate from Grand Valley State University, and a business owner with the experience and energy to accomplish great things with the community of Georgetown. He plans to build a strong business district, market the empty commercial properties, expand senior services, and reinvent the library. Brett Strick is committed to honesty and transparency in local government and directing township resources to benefit the 47,000 residents and small business owners. Don't miss your opportunity to make Georgetown Township a great place to live, learn, work, and play. Vote for the people's candidate, Brett Strick, for Supervisor of Georgetown Township on August 7th. For more information, visit brettstrick.com. Paid for by the committee to elect Brett Strick.
I'm Brett Strick. I'm a trustee in Georgetown currently. I'm running for supervisor against the current supervisor, Dale Mohr. I'm a business owner in Jenison, and I live in Jenison. So,
my name is Dale Mohr, Dale Mohr. I'm running for re-election because I like the course that this township has been on for the last 4 years.
The reason I'm running is there's a lot of issues in our township that are coming up in the next 5 to 10 years, major investment issues that are going to require some long-range planning, some continuity, things that you're going to need someone in place who wants to.
For me, the key issue ties into what I just said, that I feel that this township has been a sleeping giant and now is beginning to awaken. And I'm very, very excited in continuing on the course that we started about 4 years ago. When I came on board as supervisor 4 years ago.
The key issue is, do people on the board or in the community know what's coming in the next 10 to 15 years in Jenison? And I say Jenison because most of the changes are going to happen in the business core district. As I mentioned, 15 to 20 years of planning has gone into that greenway. We've invested millions of dollars. Ottawa County has bought 300 acres of land in our township to prepare for it. If you go up and down the streets in Georgetown, as I have, or you go to business owners in Jenison, nobody knows that thing's coming. What would have happened if Target would have been sold that by the administration of Georgetown? What if Dale Mohr or Dan Carlton would have put together a comprehensive vision of the next 10 to 15 years and put that in front of them and said, this is coming, our demographics are the strongest in Ottawa County. We have 17% of the population, we have the highest median income, we have the highest home values, other than Blendon. We're growing at 17% rate during the census, the other ones are detracting. All this is coming in the next 10 to 15 years in Georgetown. Why aren't you staying?
The most expertise I can offer is years of experience. I've had the opportunity to serve on a school board for 20-some years. Been on the County Board of Commissioners for 12 years. I even served on a draft board for 20 years. This board now I've been on for 8 years.
The supervisor's role now is exactly that, is to promote the community, is to solve problems for individuals who come into the office or business owners who want to come here and invest, is someone to take the roadblocks away, to solve the problems, make them comfortable. When I go into the community, that's not happening. We need people from outside the community to feel comfortable walking in. Take away the gatekeepers at the front desk. Make sure that there isn't 2 or 3 people to get through to get to the supervisor. Put the supervisor in the front. So when someone comes in and says, I have a problem doing this at my business, or I have a problem doing this at my home, the supervisor can lead that person to the person to take care of the problem. Why not have yeses first and no's later? You know, we start with yeses, we don't start with no's. And most people in this community, business owners included, think no's come first.
Yep.
Well, first of all, in regard to the regulations, the ones that are burdensome, number one, we don't very often hear about them directly to the board. We hear the mumbling and the grumbling in the background, but often no one comes to the board and says, hey, this is a burden and this is what.
Business district in Jenison should be a business district. The Chicago Drive corridor should be a business district. Port Sheldon should have a business district. Those businesses need to pool together and come in and tell me or whoever the supervisor is, or the board, what they want as roadblocks removed. Then the community can decide on the ordinances one at a time. Is this something that's going to help or hurt the community, and is this something that's going to help or hurt the businesses? It is not the supervisor's job to arbitrarily decide what is good for the township.
And my objective is just not to do unusual harm or hamper their progress. They do the jobs much better than we do.
Why should people re-elect you versus voting for your opponent?
Again, I think it goes back to experience and the direction that I want this board to continue going in. That's the main issue. Yeah, that's it.
Could you just summarize why people should vote for you instead of re-electing the current supervisor?
Well, I think people already know why. They got bait and switched. He offered a new direction. Now he's running again, and he's got his signs out that say another new direction. I don't know where he's going this time. I don't think the people know where he's going this time, and I don't think he knows where he's going this time. Because he promised a new direction the first time, and he took him on the wrong direction. He said he was going to put in a manager, then he put in a superintendent. He bait and switched him. He appointed a superintendent and transferred all township authority to the superintendent, away from the board. Took away all representation of the people of the township. He told us he wasn't qualified, and he's proven that. Our businesses are still leaving. Our businesses don't have confidence. The residential market hasn't rebounded. Who wants to follow someone who doesn't know where they're going? I'm going to let the community tell me what direction they want to go. And if they want me to lead them there, they'll go there. And that's why they should elect me.
Business owners, don't miss your opportunity to make Georgetown Township a great place to live, learn, work, and play. Vote for the people's candidate, Brett Strick, for Supervisor of Georgetown Township on August 7th. For more information, visit brettstrick.com. Paid for by the committee to elect Brett Strick.